right, good day, everybody. I see that we've all made it through another weekend in one piece. We're back where we belong. It's the High Noon Broadcast Monday installment of PMP. Paulie, Matt, Creative Tony at your service. Want to say shout out to Cron 4, all the good people at Cron 4 checking us out today. Hello on Instagram, hello on Twitter, and of course, hello on YouTube. Hey, Patty from Napa was already talking about birthdays on the comment line, so we're going to actually do a proper formal installment of birthdays today. Creative Tony's got some good ones. I actually wonder if it was like a dark, parking lot with nobody around, and it was like a fight to the death between Don Henley and John Bon Jovi, who's Patty rooting for? You know what I mean? Survival of the fittest kind of thing. Patty, who is your guy? When all the smoke clears, you can only have one. I'm curious to see what the choice would be.
Oh, maybe it's Joe Walsh takes both of them. You know what I'm saying, Paulie? You never know, buddy. Maybe Glenn Fry in memoriam takes both of them, buddy.
What do you mean, the spirit of Glenn Fry?
Yes.
Like a good haunting? I don't know. What do you mean? Like, what are we talking about?
It just in spirit, Paulie, in spirit. Glenn Fry in spirit. Happy Monday, dude. Hope you had a good weekend, buddy. Scalding spring training Giants, the Cactus League Giants. They're just playing, dude. They're kicking the crap out of people. By the way, 12.
I mean, some pretty impressive stats. We should go through some of the Giants numbers in spring training so far. Tony's right. They've been playing really good baseball. They're putting up a lot of really strong numbers, and we'll get into that a little bit later on in the show. The Golden State Warriors, too, part of today's news pipeline. I mean, they got their heads handed to them on Saturday when the Lakers came to town. The bad news is for Steph, he's been ruled out, Tony, at least 5 more games. So at least 5 more without Steph. And the Warriors, they're still above 500, but only 2 games. They're 31-24. They're currently positioned as a number 8 seed, and they are playing again tonight. They got the Clippers in town, 7:00. Jump, as you would say, Tony, at Chase Center.
Yeah, the jump, Paulie, the jump, 7:00. I also want to say that I saw something on the chat, and now, I want to say hello to Beat LA, because guess what? The Giants beat LA on Friday. And during our show, Willie Adames on Friday went deep, took Yamamoto deep on Friday.
Good. Yeah, someone needs to take him deep. Yeah. Yeah.
And not only did they beat them, they whooped that ass, Paulie, as the kids say, by the way. WTA, Dad, WTA. Well, and I'm like, what is WTA? I'm like, whoop that ass, Dad. I'm like, wait, what? So anyways, that's what the kids are saying now.
Whoop that ass, Dad. Don't ever even know that. Yeah. Or Tony, if you could, don't forget, Draymond, there's also like another phrase on the streets. It's called whoop that trick. Okay.
Whoop that trick. And then there's Michael Irvin, Rags' guy, Michael Irvin, that says BTA, belt to ass. BTA,
that's a little bit stronger of a visual. That's a little more startling, actually. The old Ben, by the way, Rags, get well with that hand. He's still typing with one finger and he's going lefty, but he's still part of the community. Right. Hey,
by the way, Paulie, hold on a second. We were just talking about something. The belt to ass. Did you get the belt or the wooden spoon ever as a child?
I got neither. Thank God. I got threatened with
neither. Wow.
I got no belts, no spoons. My grandmother, my Italian grandmother, though, she used to wield it. She would wield the wooden spoon and threaten, but she never made contact. It was like
I definitely got the wooden spoon, man. Never got the belt. Although, I mean, my dad joked once with the belt and he did the whole snap, and then
that's a big move, the snap. Yeah, that'll get your attention. That'll definitely get your attention. Yeah.
I never got the belt, thank goodness, but I definitely got the wooden spoon, man. And the whack of a good connection of spoon to cheek was first of all, it was a very loud smack whack sound, and then it stung like a bitch, dude. I mean, God. It just reverberated into your cheeks. It did not feel well, Paulie.
Best. There's an old Richard Pryor. Dude, I can't believe this is a topic today.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
No. And everybody's responding. I've seen belt. I saw Noemi. I got the belt. Miguel, belt. John Joseph, of course. Tony, crowbar. Dude, crowbar.
Oh.
Yeah, crowbar. So check this out. There's an old Richard Pryor skit. I think it's from Richard Pryor Live in Concert. I think it's like that first concert film he did where he was like, when I was a little kid, he's like, my grandma would give us the whippings and she would make, dude, this is so messed up. He was like, she would make us go into the backyard when we did something wrong. She'd be like, all right, go out there, pull a branch off a tree and bring it back to me.
Dude, somebody said branch. Who was it? Oh, Patty said she got the branch.
Dude, so Pryor would rip the branch. He did this whole bit. It is freaking hilarious. And he was like, I'd be walking back to the house holding the branch, crying like, ah! And then Grandma would be like, this is for your own good, baby. Give me the branch. And he's like this whole skit about that. But he turned it into an incredible comedy bit, man.
I mean, now it's funny. There are two things that I would never do to my kids.
Right. Me neither, dude. No.
I definitely have been like, really, guys? Really? And
Yeah.
I'll hold the wooden spoon, or because I'm a big bar soap guy. I'm not the pump. Screw the pumps for life. I don't screw liquid soap.
You
for
need
life.
a good bar. Tony likes
I
a good
need
solid
bar, dude. I need a good bar. I need a good bar, right?
Show me again, T. Show me your technique.
You need a good bar. You need to get in there with the
God
bar.
only knows how hairy it is under there on Tony too. This is a man who's got a lot of hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a little bit of it. That's fine.
You got some fur. Yeah, there's some fur
it's
over there.
Hey, it's my winter coat, Paulie. But Trader Joe's makes a great oat and honey bar of soap. By the way, I highly recommend it. But I say to the kids, when I hear some foul language, I'll be like, really? Do I need to shove this in your mouth? Do you need to take a big bite out of this thing right here? Yeah. So I haven't done it and I never will do it. Yeah. But as a kid, I got soap in the mouth for sure, dude. Yeah. I'll never forget. My mom held my head down in the sink and bar of soap, dude. Bar of soap. Because I was popping off, dude.
Yeah.
I dropped the S-bomb. I dropped an S-bomb. And my mom was like, bathroom now.
Dude, I was popping off. Popping. I could have bet you'd probably popped off quite a bit. See, for me, I've only used like the voice. When I crank up the volume, dude, I can unleash sonic fury. Yeah. So like that's the only tool I ever really needed is like the roar of the gods. What are you doing? You know what I mean? And that'll kind of calm things down pretty quickly. I found in my okay.
Out of the gates, Paulie. I'm gonna handle. Well, I might as well do this.
Oh yeah. It's business time.
I'm going to handle some business, Paulie, some business. First of all, YouTube, please go to our YouTube channel at Paulie Max Particles. Please like and subscribe. We need to feed that algorithm. We need to keep feeding it and to get the word out about the show. So we got to feed the algorithm. We got to play the algorithm game. So at Paulie Max Particles on YouTube. Also, the audio versions are available on Spotify and Apple Music. And Paulie, I saw on the chat, Pine Needle was asking, is PMP having an opening day hang for Giants baseball?
Go ahead and tell them.
Yeah. The answer is hell yes. As Bob Weir said, oh, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Nice, T. Good pull. Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. You know where he said that? That was the answer to me asking him if it was cool if we played his music on the show. And he goes, oh, hell yeah. So I got Bobby's permission. By the way, technically, I did.
Hashtag free the thumb drive. That oh hell yeah lives on the thumb drive. We're going to get at it very soon. But back to Pine Needle's question about the PMP opening day hang. Giants Yankees first pitch 5:05.
Yeah,
we will be gathering at Standard Deviant Pier 70. Anytime after 4:00, let's just say they open at 4. Anytime after 4:00, show up. We're just going to hang out. We're not doing a show. We're not doing a broadcast. We're just going to hang out.
Just a party. Yeah, just an opening day party for all of the entire PMP familia to kind of get together because it was a good tradition. Last year, like we set sail with our opening day party at Longbridge, had no idea what to expect, and it turned out it was a great event. I said this the other day. I was a little uptight last year because we were only on the air for like 3 months when we did that. And a lot of people didn't even know the show was on the air. And it turned out to be a great event. So please do come on out. Like Tony said, March 25th. First pitch is at 5 p.m., right?
5:05 first pitch, Paulie. I'm assuming it's Logan Webb on the mound. By the way, Logan Webb.
Gotta be.
Yeah. Logan Webb having a very good spring so far. We'll get into that later. But just want to remind everybody, Pier 70, there's no RSVP needed. There's no nothing. No price involved. Just show up with your badass selves and have a great time watching Giants Yankees ball with us. David Shanklin and Soccer Bowl, feel free if you guys want to make a Shohei pinata or an Arson Judge pinata. Feel free.
Judge? Oh, okay, for the Yankees. Yeah, that's true. Right.
Judge, because that guy jerked around the Giants like a jackass, man.
They all do. That's what they all do. So did Bryce Harper. Like all the blue chip free agents, they love to use the Giants as like a chip in their bargaining. Yeah, I hate that. Hey,
Paulie, is that what Juwan Jennings is doing right now with the Seattle Seahawks and the Niners?
Oh, boy.
You said blue chip. Juwan Jennings thinks he's blue chip, so he's all of a sudden the Seahawks are interested in JJ. And you know what?
What?
Go throw fish at the fish market at Pike Place. Go, Juwan.
Do you have room for him in your Seattle love? Because that we remember you famously. Do you have access to the picture of you throwing the fish? I need it. If you can, bring that up, dude. That was a Tom Peralta special. And what's up, Tom? Good to see everybody today. Dub City, Pine Needle, Escobar. By the way, Escobar was saying as far as punishment at home from parents, he goes, my mom would throw the closest object to her at me. And if there was nothing else around, she would settle for fists. All right, Escobar, I got you, man. I got you. Tony, I need the fish.
I got it. Here we go.
God's sake.
Yeah. There you go. Buddy.
Yeah, you're locked in. You're laser focused too. Everybody else is smiling. You're all business with catching that fish right there.
Hey, man, if you're gonna get involved 100%. Don't pussyfoot around. Get involved. Come on. So, Paulie, I just know that's how I feel about Juwan Jennings. I'm not sold on him being like this great, incredible, irreplaceable 49er wide receiver. And I think that's what he thinks he is. So go think that in Seattle. Okay. Because I don't see it here, buddy.
I kind of agree with you. I mean, I don't view him the way I think he views himself. I think if they lose him, I think there are actually, if we're going to talk about Juwan Jennings, and make sure we come back to the Giants, because I want to go over some of those numbers we have. And also, Tony's got a brand new top 3 today. We're going to definitely do some birthdays because we have a good birthday list, and we might do bookmarks and mailbag too. We'll see what happens.
Ooh, but anyway, like lofty goals, Paulie. I like it today, dude.
We're trying to entertain the people. So bring us back to Giants, but to stay on Juwan Jennings for a second, it's not only Seattle. Green Bay is interested as well. Packers and the Seahawks are both interested in his services.
If he wants to wear cheese on his head, go. If he wants to be a fish throwing MFer at Pike Place, go. I'm not. If you want to stick around and have a team friendly salary that's incentive laden, stick around.
Right.
Stick around. But you're not getting this $22 million nonsense. It's not happening.
I agree with you. I don't think he's worth that. I really don't. Right. I mean, I know that's probably not a popular view with a lot of Niner fans, but I think they could do without him. I think they could do without that kind of salary cap hit right now. So I would explore options and see like what could you get in return for Juwan Jennings.
Paulie, shout out you two's With or Without You. Paulie,
yeah,
sweet the sin, bitter the taste in my mouth.
Dude, you're all kinds of wound up today, bro. What are you drinking over there? I love this. Yeah. Have you been doubling up today? This is my
second cup. This is definitely my second cup. So, and by the way, I'm trying a medium roast for the first time. I'm usually a dark roast guy.
Right. That's where I go. I'm a medium roast guy. Yeah.
I got to be honest. This medium roast, it's better than I expected. And they always say that dark roast is only dark because they cook the beans longer. They roast the beans longer.
But it can be a little bitter sometimes. The dark can trend to the bitters. I'm a coffee head. I got my coffee pillow back here. But yeah, no, I've been medium roast for quite a while now. Good smooth medium roast is where I like to be.
Dude, hang on a second. I think I have. Do I have a coffee bite here of yours, Paulie? I think I do. Or do you have one?
No.
Hold on. I got this. Stand by.
Fresh pot.
There we go.
Dave Grohl. By the way, for those of you, the uninitiated, if you've never seen the original skit that inspired all these coffee drops, go to YouTube after the show and just enter Dave Grohl Fresh Pot. It's like a 2-minute skit, him in the studio just drilling coffee, yelling at the producer. My problem is there's not a fresh effing pot. He's like yelling at everybody about it. And at the end of the piece, they rushed him to the hospital because his heart was beating so fast. Tony, handle some business. We got a super to take care of here.
Totally. And it's a great super from
business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Dude, Steve Groschel checking in, one of the greatest SI Wildcats of all time. He says, hey, Juwan, don't go away mad. Just go away. Dude.
I gotta say that's not a bad track off Dr. Feelgood. No. I like that. It's kind of like got that ballad intro. I like it, dude. There's good stuff in there.
I'm a fan of that track. We're crew heads. you're safe here, crew heads. It's a safe place.
It's a safe haven. You guys are all welcome here. Yeah, 100%.
Yes, yeah. Is that what they're called, by the way? Crew heads or crew? Like what's like a crew fan?
Well, I know what the name of their fan club is. You ready for this?
Come on.
I swear, and I'm not kidding. It's in all their records. They always have like these. They advertise for it. It's called the Sin Club. Sin, and it stands for Tony. It stands for Safety in Numbers. So if you want to join the Sin Club, maybe I can send you a membership for Christmas.
Dude, I love it. Actually, fine. I mean, I as people want to, rip Vince Neil for his physical appearance.
Oh, poor guy. Yeah.
Paulie, I got to be honest. I do have to, at the end of the day, I have to applaud the guys that still want to go out there and perform and give it their all, or maybe not their all, but still try.
Well, they're giving whatever they have. Yeah. Whatever they can at this point. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, dude, I don't know. Like, I look at David Lee Roth and it's like, it's tough at portions of it to watch, but what else is he gonna do?
That's what I say. That's what these guys do. Right. What totally perfectly said. What, especially Dave. What else is he gonna do at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he's the tight leather pants are.
And he's like in his 70s, and he still got the tight. By the way, since you were so fascinated with that Spider-Man guy who climbed these skyscrapers, I have to imagine you have a lot of love for David Lee scaling the face of El Capitan, which he did in the Just Like Paradise video. Tony, I'm sure you remember.
You're damn right. The only difference between Diamond Dave and Alex Honnold is that Dave has some what are they called?
Ropes or whatever. Yeah.
Carabiners, Paulie.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good turn. Good turn.
Alex Honnold has nothing. He's got nothing except his little pouch for chalk. It's amazing.
Hey, Tony, I want to go back to the or unless you have any final things on Juwan Jennings. Any kind of
no, just who sang the song Back to Life, Back to Reality?
Oh, great track. Soul to Soul.
Soul to Soul. Thank you.
Great song. Back to life, back to reality. Boom, boom, that's got a good groove, that tune.
A great groove, but it's like by the way, great pull with Soul to Soul.
And that soul Roman numeral to soul. Yeah.
It's kind of like how Boys to Men uses the Roman numeral for boys to men with the Roman
numeral. How else could you? You know what I mean? That's the only way you can do it. Yeah.
And boys is B-O. No, that's Boys in the Hood. That's B-O-Y-Z.
Oh, let's take it another step farther. Isn't 2 Live Crew like number 2 and then Live Crew?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, they're out there. Yeah.
Yes, exactly, dude. So I just got totally sidetracked.
I know we're talking Juwan.
Back to life, back to reality. I feel like somebody needs to be honest and realistic with him outside of his, like someone needs to tell him, hey, Juwan, your agent is just feeding you stuff that isn't reality. Like, I get that your agent's trying to get you the most money, but dude, you are not. It's like what's his name? Dennis Green, rest in peace, Dennis Green. We are who they thought they were. Well, dude, Juwan, you are not who you think you are. I don't think he's some superstar wide receiver. He's good.
He's good. I'm with you. He's good. He's a capable wide receiver. He makes a handful of big plays every year. I still think the year he had 2 seasons ago was superior to the season he just had. And here he is now wanting premier wide receiver money in the NFL. I think the Niners, I'm just going to say this too, given where the Niners are right now, and that, let's be honest, you guys, that window is closing. It's closing. I mean, George Kittle, all these guys are getting older. Fred Warner coming off a huge injury. George Kittle coming off a huge injury. Nick Bosa coming off a huge injury. How are they going to perform? That remains to be seen. So given the fact that they need, I mean, top of my head, they need pass rushers. They need offensive line help. So think about how you could allocate that money that you would have spent on Juwan to address other. And the thing with Kyle's offense is I actually think you could insert a number of wide receivers in the scheme, and he's still going to get guys open. That's one thing, Kyle Shanahan, you really can't dispute that, even though there are people that don't like Shanahan at this point because he hasn't won the big one. The one thing you can't dispute is that he gets guys open in space. Like his teams get. So my point there is they could get another wide receiver to fill that role and spend the money they would have spent on him in other very important positions they have to address.
Who would you rather? I mean, Pearsall's here to stay, but just hypothetically, because Paulie on the show,
is he going to dance?
Rules are there ain't no rules.
Is he going to be dancing more for us in his cat suit, Ricky Pearsall? Yeah, I look forward to more dances. Yeah, That's our wide
Dancing.
receiver. That's what it's come to, dude. We got guys dancing. I don't know. I don't know what's
Dancing
happening.
with the Pearsalls, dude. Where did it go? Come on. Oh, do we have it?
I
Yeah,
need it.
there it is. There
Give
it is.
it to
Come
me.
on. Yeah, there it is. Dancing with the Pearsalls. Come on. There
Ugh,
he is. The mask, by the way, the cover.
I don't know. I don't know the mask. I don't know the all black. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to say. John Taylor didn't do that.
No, JT. Jerry Rice didn't even do that. And Jerry Rice can do whatever the hell he wants.
Brandon Lloyd didn't even do that. B. Lloyd don't play. And Brandon Lloyd, by the way, Tony, give me his number quickly.
85. Come on.
84.
80.
I'm going to say
No.
84. Yeah, I'm saying 84.
No, B. Lloyd. I think B. Lloyd was 85.
PMP community, give us some clarification. We can, of course, check too, but top of my head, I'm saying 84.
I'm almost positive that Brandon Lloyd was
Let's
85.
get to the bottom of this. Let's get to the bottom of this.
He was 84 on the Denver Broncos, Paulie.
Yeah.
I know that.
85.
But,
You're getting 100% people. Well, Robot Centaur, I was with you. I thought it was 84.
yeah, no, he's 85. Whew, God, I thought I was losing my mind there. Yeah, 85.
Didn't he go to the Patriots too for a little while? B. Lloyd?
B. Lloyd. God, man. I
Was he a Pat for a little bit?
let me hear him double check in.
Yeah.
Yes, he was a Patriot for 1 year.
What
For 1
number?
year. I don't know his number, but he was 2012. He was a Patriot. 2011, he was a Ram. He was a Niners 03 to 05, Redskins 06, 07, Bears 08,
Damn,
Broncos
journeyman.
09,
Yeah.
2010, Rams 2011, Patriots 2012, back to the Niners 2014. So,
Hey, would you rather have a B. Lloyd in his prime or Jawan Jennings now? Go.
B. Lloyd all damn day.
Yeah.
I'll take Skeets Nehemiah over Deion Jennings.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Seriously, man. There's a lot of. I'll take Mike Sherrard. I'll take Mike Schumann. I'll take Mike Schumann over Deion Jennings.
That's not wow. Okay, let me give you another Mike since we're checking all the Mike boxes. Tony, shout out Mike Wilson. That's another number 85. That's a guy with 4 Super Bowl rings nobody ever mentions, and that includes us. We never talk Mike Wilson. What's up, Mike Wilson? Fist in the air, bro. 4 rings. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. And back to my original question that I played the rules are there ain't no rules because Pearsall is going to be here for a little while. But would you rather have Pearsall or Jennings? If you could choose, would you rather have Pearsall or Jennings?
Jesus, I don't like the choice.
I know.
I don't like what you're offering. I really can you spice this up a little bit? Pearsall or Jennings? Neither. I mean, honestly,
right.
Yeah,
but I think I would go Jennings over Pearsall just because he's on the field more.
Correct. That's the thing. Yeah. I feel like people was way too premature, dude. Once Pearsall comes back, dude, we're going to be unstoppable. Really? Are we? Because I saw him, and like you said, one of his biggest negatives is he has a hard time staying on the field. That's a problem.
Yes. Yeah. Paulie, can I pause the proceedings? We got some good stuff happening in the chat, and a lot of people, everybody's saying Jennings, and I agree with you. But dude, we've got J49-G8U talking about another number 85, Ted Popson.
Oh yeah,
Ted Popson, dude.
Ted Popson. Let's throw Vernon Davis on the pile. Number 85. I just wish Vernon Davis could have had. He had the potential to be like the greatest tight end in Niner history, and he had a couple of really, really great years. But then he also had times when he struggled. But you got to give him some love. I like Vernon, dude. He's doing commercials now. Have you seen Vernon? I think he's doing like law firm commercials.
Yep.
He's out there. He's a good looking dude, and I'll never forget when he was saying that he had interest in the fashion industry, and then Mike Singletary had to address that with the media. Fashion industry. I don't know what to say about that.
I got a few things about the chat here. First of all, what's up, Los D? I see Los D on the chat. He says 85. Shout out to SH class of 85 because Los D is a member, class of 85.
Yeah.
And then Dub City out of nowhere saying shout out Mike Reno. Just for I don't know why, but just shout out Mike Reno today.
Hey, listen, you know what happens? Anytime the man gets mentioned on the show, I always keep it nearby just in case. Just in case.
The fingers and the cheeks and the red leather pants. I mean, like, again, I want a 2026 version of this from Escobar. If we can get some red pants on those cheeks, okay, get red pants on the cheeks, and then we can move somewhere.
Well, don't tell the artist what to paint now. Like, you gotta let like Cheeks do his thing. He might want to go polka dot. He might want to go striped. He might want to go Tony. He might want to go lavender. You know what I mean? And I encourage him to follow his bliss, dude. Don't take any like pushing around from us, Escobar. You pose how you got to pose, dude. We're here for you when you're ready. That's all.
Oh man, dude. Vogue. If you have to strike a pose, Vogue. Paulie, the other thing I saw in the chat is that I guess, and I forget this, but Aaron Cask said that Brandon Lloyd wore 85 in his first stint with the Niners, and then when he came back, he wore 84.
Okay, so
he
we were
really-
both right. Ultimately, we were both right. Yeah, I was pretty sure I remember him wearing 84 for a little while, too. And by the way, Danny Ogden's in the audience, and just to share the great news, Tom Tolbert is back on the air today in about 45 minutes. Is Brent Barry today? I think he said Brent Barry's going to be the guest. That's awesome, and I'm so glad Tom is back. We missed him. The whole Barry.
Tom posted a quick show, like a 23-minute show on Friday.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see
it did a quick hit out on the shores of Alameda with why am I blanking on his dog's name? The one that bit my face.
Oh yeah.
It didn't bite my face; it scratched my face. I drew blood.
I remember. It's all in a day's work.
Lou's the dog. Jeez, Lou. Gosh. But Tom was looking great. He was explaining his health situation. Then he started talking dubs. He started talking all kinds of stuff. It was really good to see Tom back in action. So he's back today. Outstanding. Great to see Lou and Tom back in the mix. Sorry I cut you off, dude.
You don't need to be sorry about anything. I love the wound up, energetic, caffeinated Tony. This is one of my favorite versions of you. And that being said, Tony, I want to give some love to our great sponsors. Let's talk about Stellar Design for a second.
Okay.
We all know the work of Dom Peralta. He's a constant presence in the PMP community. I don't know what Dom has up his sleeve for opening night, but it wouldn't surprise me if he presents the group with something like the new and I'm not putting pressure on you, Dom, but I just know the way you roll. You always come up with something. I'm sure we'll have merch there too if you guys want to buy t-shirts or what have you. We got the stickers, the coasters, there's all kinds of stuff. So come with the merch for the opening night party, Dom. And let's talk about Dom's outfit, Stellar Design. This is the San Francisco Bay Area based industrial design studio shaping the future of product innovation. Today's got a special announcement. Dom and Stellar Design calling for a prayer for peace. Going to keep on singing until the morning comes. Shout out Grateful Dead. Till the morning comes, it'll do you fine. Shout out to American Beauty. Anyway, it's Dom's prayer for peace today. He's got an image he worked on. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, wow. Oh, dude, with the flowers. I like that, Dom.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah.
Isn't that great? So that's just the artistic work of Dom Peralta, man. Sorry, Paulie, go ahead.
No, you don't get me. Stop apologizing. Again, bully me, Tony. Bulldoze me anytime you want. I like the flowers on top, as I am a bona fide flower child. I would consider myself to be a flower child. How about you, T?
Shout out Lenny Kravitz, flower child, man. Flower child.
I don't know if you're ready for what I'm bringing, but I'm going to give you another flower child. All four members of the original Black Sabbath. And if you look at pictures of Bill Ward's drum kit, like on the Sabotage tour, I know I'm going way deep on this, but Sabbath heads know what I'm talking about. Like the Sabotage tour, the Never Say Die tour, Bill Ward had flowers taped all over his drum set. He used to have flowers. So you talk about being a literal flower head. Shout out to Sabbath and Bill Ward and Dom Peralta and Stellar Design. And back to the services, they create award-winning designs with meaningful connections between people, product, and brand. And we've said this before. It doesn't matter if you're an individual, with an idea, a startup, or you're one of the big guys on the block, you're a Fortune 500 company. Dom services are available to all of y'all. And he offers out-of-this-world partnership and incredible design. Visit stellar.design and make design impact. You can contact Dom. He's Tony scrolling the info right there. Shoot him a text, shoot him a phone call, 650-796-3144. You can also email Dom, Dominic@stellar.design. And I still like the idea of hiring Dom for like your parents' 50th wedding anniversary or your son's high school graduation. Like Dom can customize something cool like for any occasion. So get creative with Dom and he'll give you that kind of creativity in return. Dominic@stellar.design, Tony. A little baller cam here.
Yeah, I wanted to show some baller cam because Dom Peralta and Stellar Design are a huge part of the baller cam and the whole product line of baller cam merch that you can get at ballercam.com. I'm just doing this because I know Scarlet Fire and Bonnie, her son, is starting to play baseball. They had a game over the weekend. I know Dr. Matt Young's son just started baseball season. And my son's starting Little League on Saturday. So Baller Cam is something you can do if you can't make the games, or if you want to record the games, or if you want to broadcast them to people that can't make it. You can use the Baller Cam. As you can see right there, you put your cell phone onto that little camera, and it's got a 180 degree wide lens, and it's a badass feature for those of you that with youth sports nowadays, Paulie, there's something happening every single day. So, and you can't make everything. So, but you want to see everything. So I'm just saying that Dom's involved with Baller Cam. It's a pretty badass company, pretty badass product right there.
Yeah, I really wish this existed when my kids are playing youth sports. It would have been really helpful. You could have sent them out. And again, a lot of us have family members in other parts of the country. This can keep everybody connected, Baller Cam. And I love the work that Dom Peralta has done for Baller Cam. Tony, and thank you, Stellar Design, very much. We freaking love you. Why don't we talk about your San Francisco Giants for a second? As you are wearing the spring training attire, you're all kitted out in Giants gear today.
Oh, and Paulie, stand by.
Yeah.
You need a beer, grab a beer.
Yeah.
Our guy Boch. The fact that Bochy is back involved with Giants baseball is such an and Dusty Baker. And Ron Washington, those three dudes involved in Giants baseball, I couldn't be happier. And if I'm Tony Vitello, I got to feel so fortunate that not only to get this opportunity, to go to jump from Tennessee to MLB and to the Giants, but to be able to have this like boardroom of knowledge that he can call on at any time that he has anything he wants to talk about.
Right.
With Bochy, Dusty, and Wash and Posey, those four guys. Are you kidding me? It's such like an embarrassment of riches that I hope Vitello taps into early and often, Paulie, especially as the season gets going.
Well, let's not forget that you're onto something here, because that's one great thing about the Giants, like kind of family and the way that they encourage older players, legendary players, to come hang out with the guys in spring training, be available. Like Jeff Kent. Jeff Kent was hanging around spring training. He's available. If you want to talk hitting with Jeff Kent, you're a young player, you want to ask him questions, he's there. Will Clark is always around offering his knowledge and
our guy Jeremy Affelt of the Bay Area Sports Collective. Jeremy Affelt was down there talking to the pitchers. And actually also, by the way, I had a thought, Paulie. I saw some Giants fantasy camp footage.
Yeah.
I think we might need to do a PMP exploration into the Giants fantasy camp where you and I take part in the fantasy camp.
We put Escobar at the 3-bag. Tony, you're a second baseman. Stick me out of right field where I belong. That's where Jack Clark played. That's where I always wanted to play. I'll gun you down at the plate if you're trying to tag up. I got a good arm. I'll definitely throw you out from third if you're tagging up. And it's like an old-time guy trying to hustle from third to the plate. I like my chances in that equation. So you want to bring like a starting 9? What do we need to do here?
I don't know, man. I just saw that footage and I'm like, Paulie and I should be dudded up in Giants gear and running around Scottsdale with guys like Jeremy Affelt and former Giants that are out there, dude. It actually looks like a lot of fun. But the guys that were there, I didn't know they get decked out in full uni.
Oh yeah,
fantasy camp. So
yeah, well, it's a fantasy, Shout out Aldo Nova. Life is just a fantasy. Can you live this fantasy life? Little Aldo Nova for you, Tony.
How about your guy Billy Joel, Paulie? It's just a fantasy. Whoa.
Yeah, don't need it. I don't. Again,
it's not the real thing. Oh,
yeah, dude. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't need the. Don't need it. Do you?
I don't mind Billy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Although Billy and Fish have a little thing going on because they're trying to see who plays MSG, who has played MSG more. All I know is that Fish has a banner hanging in the rafters at MSG and Billy Joel does not. And I think Billy Joel is very jealous of that fact.
Yeah, I think there's a big difference too. Let's be honest, between a working touring band who's out there just being professional musicians and a guy who sits in the Hamptons and takes a helicopter to the Garden once a month for a gig.
Right.
Big difference. Big difference.
Trey Anastasio, the lead guitarist for Fish, he'll be at Rangers hockey games at the Garden.
As he should be. As he should be.
Because Billy Joel is not at the Garden watching Rangers hockey.
Nah, he's not. No, not even close. And I'll tell you another thing. If Anastasio wanted to, I'm not saying he does, but if he wanted to, he could just walk to the Garden and walk to the gig, technically speaking.
Correct.
Hashtag
the Beacon Jams during COVID, Paulie. And also, I got to say, for those of you that don't know, the banner that Fish has in Madison Square Garden is for the Baker's Dozen they did in 2017, where they played 13 shows at the Garden, consecutive shows, and they didn't repeat a song. So every set list unique, and they never repeated a song for 13 nights straight. It was badass. It was wonderful. I went to the last 3 nights. It was so freaking good. Paulie, Isabella, they played Hendrix's Isabella and just tore the roof off the place.
I love Isabella. That's
Oh.
one of my favorite Band of Gypsies tunes, man. There's a great Isabella on the Band of Gypsies Fillmore, Jimi Hendrix shows. Tony, don't let me get away from the Giants. I'm not done. I want to go back there. Did you hear this morning? I think it was this morning that Bryce Harper, he did an interview this morning and they asked him about the Giants. And he actually said today, he goes, I was actually a lot closer than people think to signing in San Francisco. Ready for what the determining factor was that kept him away? He said Bruce Bochy was going to depart, and that's what kept him away. He's like, once I heard Bochy was leaving, he's like, I decided not to sign with them. So that's an example of, Bochy's presence attracting guys. Like, and I don't think we've had a skipper like that since Boch. Guys don't want to come. Guys aren't saying like, oh, dude, I got to go play for Gabe Kapler. Oh, I got to go play for Bob Melvin. Maybe they'll say it about Vitello. I hope they do. But I thought that was an interesting little nugget that Bryce Harper dropped today. No Boch, no dice.
Well, it's the ultimate tip of the cap to Bochy and a deserved tip of the cap to Bochy. And I've never minded Harper the way some people just loathe him. I've never minded Harper, and I mean, I followed him.
Harper. I love his swing. I love the way he plays the game. Like his swing is a work of art. It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful swing, and I kind of remember seeing his highlights of him when he was in high school in Vegas, and being like, this guy is a stud.
I think he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated when he was in high school. Yeah,
he was. And so, he was a hot prospect, and he's delivered, man. You know how hard it is to be that to have those kinds of expectations, and then to deliver for as long as he has in MLB, which is like, I don't know. I feel like baseball is such a difficult sport when you have the expectations to actually deliver, because I don't know, there's so much expected of you as a power hitter. It's so hard to hit home runs, man. I want people to understand, again, this is the old adage though, hitting a baseball is probably the most difficult thing to do in all of sports, because you have a round object traveling over 90 miles an hour and spinning in all different kinds of directions, and you have another round object trying to hit that round. Like, it's just, science doesn't like baseball.
Shout out, You Blinded Me with Science by Thomas Dolby, one of my favorites of all time. Tony, our main man, John Joseph, is on the chat. He heard us talking about Billy Joel. He posted a comment. This is all it said. Billy Joel should be sleeping with the fishes. Hey, listen, he's in that demographic, I guess. And by the way, is John Joseph slated to be the guest sponsor this Friday? I just don't want to promote it if we don't know.
The red carpet has been rolled out for John. So I wanted it, but I want to do it when it works for John. I know all of our audience, they're busy people. We got, a lot of hard workers, got parents, people. I totally get it. So if you can do it Friday, great, John Joseph. If you can't do it Friday, then let us know when you can. But we would like to do it this Friday because it'd be a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun.
And always, again, we do. I have to say, I do really believe this in my soul that we have the best audience in the Bay Area right now. And here's an example of that. Or as Spicoli would say, here's a little demonstration of that. Here comes Charles Acquisto. That's P1 Chuck on the streets, dude. He just dropped this. I don't know. He goes, Thomas Dolby is a professor at Johns Hopkins University.
Wait, are you the same Thomas Dolby? The blinding me?
Are you serious about that, P1 Chuck? I mean, Chuck comes with a lot of information. He's usually spot on. I've never heard that. But if a professor of what? I hope science. Science, of course.
Oh my God, yeah, dude.
Dude, yeah, Chuck, I don't know how Chuck does it, but that's a huge piece of information. What do you got, Tony?
He's the professor. He's a professor of the arts at Johns Hopkins University. He is currently the head of the Peabody Conservatory's. I lost it.
That's good enough, though. You gave me enough. It's confirmed. Wow. Okay, Chuck. That's all I can do is say thank you, and I'm humbled by your Thomas Dolby knowledge. Tony,
pause.
Go.
You know, I'm reading his bio. So this is Thomas Dolby's bio on Johns Hopkins website.
Bring it on.
This is on Johns Hopkins website, by the way. I didn't know this, but he has played his synth and his keys he's played with Foreigner and Def Leppard and George Clinton and Joni Mitchell.
Whoa, those are some heavy hitters there. Yeah,
dude, he appeared live with Stevie Wonder and Herbie Hancock, with David Bowie at Live Aid, and with Roger Waters at the Wall in Berlin.
Damn.
This is all breaking news to me, man. He performed on Soul Train. He appeared on the Muppets.
You got to stop. It's almost too much, Dolby. Dude, shout out, and to his current occupation, shout out Professor Dolby. You know what I mean?
Wow, this is wild, man.
Yeah.
Also, he co-wrote and produced the first ever platinum-selling 12-inch single by Houdini called Magic's Wand.
Wow, that's impressive. That is impressive.
Thomas Dolby, I did not see a Thomas Dolby riff, especially aided by our great PMP Familia, but thank you. Was that Pine Needle who said that, or no? Who?
No,
Charles
that was P1 Chuck. Yeah,
yeah.
that's P1 Chuck. And I got to tell you too that any day where you can learn anything new is a good day, and any day where you can learn something new about Thomas Dolby is a keeper. That's the kind of day. That's the reason I'm here on this planet, to absorb information like that.
Hey, Paulie, I had to say it was a good day. That's all I'm going to say, because you said it's a good
Fair
day.
enough. Tony, I want to say one more thing on the Giants. It's more of a question, really.
I got some stats for you, and we got to go to top 3, but go ahead. Go.
Well, good. Okay, so that's a perfect roadmap. So we'll go Giant questions, Giant numbers, Tony's top 3, and then I want to do a long bridge spot. I saw Fareed, our very own PMP sports desk anchor who handles at the command center. He's surrounded by flat screen TVs. He's got tickers going all over the place, and he keeps us updated.
The sports desk, Paulie? Did you mention the sports desk?
I did. Thank you very much. The question is this. Fareed said a while ago, it just stayed in my head, though. We were talking about the Giants playing well in spring training. Logan Webb had a nice outing. They're scoring a lot of runs. I know you have stats. But he said, like, I'm not going to get duped into getting excited about what's going on in spring training. I totally hear you. So where is, like, the middle ground on that? Do you hang a lot of stock in what's going on right now? Or is it meaningless?
Paulie, you're getting ahead of ourselves for the top 3. Are you trying to tease the top 3? Is this where you're teasing the top 3?
Inadvertently, maybe. Yeah.
So hold on. Pause your tease, because we'll get to top 3 in a second here.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Giants have won 3 in a row over the weekend. They're 7-2 in spring. Friday, we said Adames took Yamamoto deep. They beat the Dodgers 12-4. They beat the A's, I think it was 8-2 or 9-2.
Poor A's. Jesus Christ.
And then they beat the Padres yesterday. But Paulie, in those 3 games, 43 hits in the 3 games. Like, I know it's spring.
Right. So that's the thing. How much stock do you put in it?
Paulie, we got the top 3 waiting in the wings. Okay. And the
shout out
run...
Pigs on the wing as well, Tony. Pigs on the wing.
Oh.
If we're waiting in the wings, we got to shout out Paul McCartney in wings. Go ahead. Shout out Aerosmith. Get your wings. I'll do this all day, Tony. Yeah.
On the wings of love.
Okay.
Who is that?
On
the wings of love, only the 2 of us.
Nice vocal. Nice.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Somebody in the chat, please. On the wings of love. Come on. And Pigs on the Wing is phenomenal. Pigs on the Wing Part 1 and Pigs on the Wing Part 2.
What's your preference?
If you didn't care what happened to me.
Time out. Carlos De La Fuente in the desert just dropped a neutron bomb. He's going, guys, broken wings. Take these broken wings. Is that Corey Hart? Is that who?
No, Paulie, Mr. Dude.
Okay,
Mr.
Either one.
The same band that brought us Kyrie Eleison down the road that I must travel.
Yeah.
Okay?
It was almost like they dropped those 2 and then they just folded up tent and split. They're like, here's what we can do, and we're out. See ya.
And now they're riding the wave of that dough to this day. And by the way, I got it. See, this is why the PMP from
and multiple little wings too from Hendrix. Multiple little wings.
Of course, little wings. Yes, of course, little wing. But we've got Big Alan Chico, Noemi Catalina, Steve Groschel, all coming through. Jeffrey Osborne with On the Wings of Love, dude. Come on.
Okay. So why don't we do this? Because I keep saying stuff that you're like swatting away from the top 3. Let's just go into the top 3 then, if you got Giant stuff in there.
Yeah, I do. I do have Giant stuff. So here we go.
Okay.
Tony's top 3.
Hell yeah.
Tony's top 3. Tony's top 3.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I think we need this duck groove on more Mondays. We should probably do Tony's top 3 every Monday, just so we can get this smooth groove, kind of ease us back into the work week. It helps.
By the way, Paulie, speaking of, we've had people sponsor the musical assignment. If you want to sponsor Tony's top 3,
Yes.
You can do it.
Yes.
You can email us, pollyspod@gmail.com, and say, hey, I want to sponsor a top three, and you provide the top three, and you join the show to do the top three. Or you can go to our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles, and after you like and after you subscribe, then you can also click on the links tab, which is right below the bio, and you can see our merch page, and you can subscribe. You can sponsor the Tony's Top 3 segment. So
yeah, and make a donation to the show. Like, it's a way you guys can help us. But also, I almost feel like we're getting to the point where we should start doing like dealer's choice. Like, just start calling guys out. Because you know who I want? I want Rags as a musical sponsor. I want Escobar as these are guys with big personalities that can do a lot of cool stuff on the air. So don't make me have to start calling fools out. You guys line up and send us your thoughts, pollyspod@gmail.com. We've had a lot of fun with the people we brought in so far, and we hope to see more of you soon. Ray Goodman would be another one. He'd be killer at this. Will Sparks would be killer at this. So Robot Centaur, just for his handsome face, just get him up there, make us look a little bit better. Anyway, pollyspod@gmail.com. We got plenty of room, plenty of Fridays available. Just tell us when you want to do it. You come up with the theme, and we'll bring you on the show, and we'll have a good time. That's it.
And you can also do a group chat as well. You can do a group sponsorship as well. If a few of you want to get together and do one together, you can do that as well. So shout
out to if you're talking groups, Tony, I got to do it. This is what I do, and this is why I'm here. Shout out to the LA hardcore band, the Circle Jerks, and their album called Group Sex. Tony, go ahead. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
it's an album. It's actually a really good album too. Yeah.
My Circle Jerk knowledge is pretty limited, but maybe I'll have to dive in.
Keith Morris. I'll tell you, you want to know who played in the band for a little while? I think I'm going to screw this up. No, I want to say Flea might have played with them for a little while.
Really?
Yeah, I know Flea was in the band Fear for a little while, another hardcore band. He played in Fear, but I think didn't he play in the Jerks as well? One of you punks in the audience, just give me some clarification on that. I think he did. Tony, go ahead. Yeah.
I love that. I'll talk Flea all damn day. I'm a Chili Peppers fan for life, and Flea. It's funny. Flea is never in the conversation for like best bass players of all time, but like he is absolutely one of the best bass players.
He can play anything. He could play. He's and without embellishing things, he is so good. He could have played with like Miles Davis. He really could have. Like he's that good.
He could have played with the Dead. He could have filled in for Phil. Seriously, like he could have played in Dead Company. He could have done like nothing against O'Teal. I love O'Teal Burbridge, but
if you want to see Flea sitting in with another band out there, yes, he could have played with the Dead for sure. That would have been very interesting. Actually, I would have loved to have heard that. Go look up Flea with Metallica. He played Fight Fire with Fire a few tours back. It's insane. It is totally insane. Anyway, look it up at your leisure, you guys.
And if you've ever seen the Chili Peppers live, you've seen Flea in action, who is a sight not to be missed because of he is so energetic. But while he's so energetic, he's also just dropping serious funk on stage. It's so good.
I remember the first time I ever saw them, they walked on. This is how they walked on stage. Anthony Kiedis walked on stage on his hands. He came walking out on his hands. And then Flea was second, and they always start their shows with a jam. They do an impromptu jam to start every show they play, and I think that's a really cool tradition.
And nothing against what they play the rest of the night, but that might be some of the best. That might be some of the best part of the show. Because it's kind of like they're just winging it. Speaking of winging it, Paulie, and speaking of, I see Rising Wolf Fish song out there, Wingsuit. I see Dub City saying Kip Winger.
Shout out Rising Wolf dropping a bass great Lesh filling. Yeah, no question. Lesh filling. Yep.
Lesh is more, Paulie. So in the top three, number one.
Yes.
Okay, the Giants baseball down in the Cactus League.
Correct.
They're on fire. They're 7-2. They've scored 68 runs, the most in the Cactus League. They've given up 41 runs in the Cactus League, the fewest runs given up in the Cactus League. Like I said, 43 hits over the last 3 games.
Yeah.
Adames went deep on Friday, took Yamamoto deep. I love that. Logan Webb, 5 innings pitched so far, 1 earned run given up, no walks, 7 Ks. That's what I love about it. No walks, 7 Ks. The thing is, my question for number one, top 3.
Yeah.
How serious do you take these numbers? How much credence do you give these numbers down in Arizona?
Again, that's what I brought it to you. I mean, for me, I would say like I like to see it. It's better than the alternative. It's better than them being 2-7 with 11 hits over the 3-day weekend. So I mean, I like it, but I don't put a lot of stock into it in terms of how it's going to affect the season. I don't think it has any bearing on what's to come. But again, I'm not a ball player. I don't know. What do you think, Tony? I'd rather hear your answer to that.
It's kind of like how we know the substation can't be good.
Right. Yes.
We know that the Giants doing well can't be bad. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? It can't be bad. I mean, this is. I'd much rather see this than 2-7, and then giving up 68 runs and only scoring 41. So, to your point, like, yeah, you can't take them with a grain of salt because there is some proof positive there, and especially in Vitello's first season. But it's not something that you just get super amped about and geeked about. But I do like what I'm seeing, dude. And what is that? That kid's name Barry Cotto. This kid who's all of a sudden just launching balls at a Scottsdale stadium. The only thing that I'm worried about is there hasn't been. I don't know the total number, but how many home runs they've hit in spring so far. Not that I need home runs, not that I need launch angle or exit velocity or all that crap. I'm a big average guy. Get on base, get him over, get him in. But I wouldn't mind seeing a few more long balls just to balance out the on base percentage.
I think they're going to have some pop this year. I really do. I think this lineup is going to produce some home runs. There'll be some long ball. You got Devers. If Eldridge can keep growing and getting acclimated to big league pitching, he should be good for some home runs too. But
actually, I take it back, Paulie. I haven't been paying close attention to the power numbers. They have 10 home runs in 9 games, so that's
okay. Yeah,
and that Victor Baricotto has 2, and then Adames has 1. I'm looking at Matos has 1. Chapman has 1. Eldridge has 1. Left center field. Elliot Ramos has 1. Harrison Bader has 1. So okay, all right.
Yep.
I stand corrected. Okay, that's number 1. So we're kind of in agreement.
Enjoy it for what it is, but I don't feel like, oh my God, we're going to destroy the NL West this year. You know what I mean? You just got to kind of let the spring training games be their own thing, and then we'll get into big league ball. It's coming soon enough. 3 weeks and it's on.
Awesome. You know what I also liked real quick before we move on to number 2 is that I liked Vitello juggling the lineup and putting different people in different places. Like he had Chapman batting second, right? He had Chapman batting fourth. He had Bader leading off. He had Arise leading off. So I like that he's mixing it up to see what he likes best. So we'll see what that opening day lineup is going to be. I'm very curious and very excited to see what that opening day lineup is going to be.
Yeah.
I hope it's Arise leading off personally, just because the guy doesn't strike out, and the guy, you want your leadoff hitter to lead off your inning and get on base. You know? So anyways, it's exciting. There's I guess the one thing we can all agree on is that there's excitement around Giants baseball.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of anticipation, no question. I'd say more this year than last year.
Yeah. I agree with you, Paulie. All right, number 2. Okay. How do I say this?
I don't know.
I'm just not a LeBron fan. I'm just not.
LeBron
was here, dude. Did you see him? He played Olympic Club on Saturday before the hoops game.
I didn't, but maybe that's why he refused to play defense on Saturday night, dude. He literally just stands out on the perimeter during defensive sequences when the Lakers have to get back on D. He does this thing where he jogs backwards, very casually jogs backwards, and then just kind of stands out on the perimeter. That's it. The guy plays no defense whatsoever, and maybe that's why his golf game got in the way of playing the Warriors. Although they controlled that game from start to finish. That was a tough game.
Hang on, Paulie. I'm gonna let's show LeBron's golf swing at the Olympic Club if you don't mind.
Okay.
Here we go. This is LeBron. It goes to show you that King James isn't a king at everything he plays. So
nice day, too. Saturday was a really nice warm day. Yeah.
Gorgeous. But here you go. Here's LeBron. Right here. There you go. He goes looking, takes a hack, about to go. Wow. Long time. Yeah.
I've seen better.
Yeah. Also, I think the ball went to the right.
Question. When he hits a shot he doesn't like, when he slices, whatever, can he flop? Can you flop on a golf course?
If there's going to be somebody who's going to flop on the golf course, it would be him.
Yeah, he'll figure a way out to flop and take the attention away. That didn't look that good to me. Golfers, Rag's awful, he says. Dub City, a Barkley-esque swing. I'm no polished golfer, but I can tell a good swing when I see one, and that ain't it. King James. No.
Oh man,
One
awful
more
swing.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, one more time. Like, yeah, not good. Not
Yeah.
good. So stick to flopping on the hardwood, LeBron.
Also got to be tough for him because he can't flop. He can't yell at the officials. He can't blame. He can't blame other people. It's all on him. That's interesting.
And this, I say this with all respect that the guy is a very good basketball player. It's a very distinguished career.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to do that crap. That's what pisses me off is that he doesn't need to do that crap. Hey, look at Steph Curry. Okay, do you see Steph Curry flopping? So, anyways, LeBron, like he's playing around with Draymond and warm-ups, and he's like swatted Draymond on one of his warm-up shots. I'm like, oh, this is so cute. This is so cute. Then I started to get pissed because I'm like, this means that there's a good chance LeBron's wearing the blue and gold. It comes to the Bay.
He was doing some whispering with Steph Curry before the game too, because you always got to cover up and whisper. By the way, when I talk to you opening night at Standard Deviant, I'm only going to talk to you like this, Tony, in your ear. What's with all the whispering? When did this take over? Like even before the game, we got to cover our mouth. So what's your thing? Are you like, what's number two? Are you asking me?
Well, we've already talked about, like, would you take LeBron as a Warrior? Well, would you? First of all, would you?
I'd rather not. I'd rather go LeBron free if I could. I really just don't want him becoming part of like the last period of Steph's career. I honestly don't think he helps the Warriors, believe it or not. Like, I don't think.
Could you imagine, Paulie, if the LeBron came to the Bay and then they were to Steph and LeBron and Butler and Draymond, and they were to win a ring, that's going to be considered LeBron's ring.
Yeah.
They won that ring because of LeBron, because LeBron came to the Bay.
And I don't want that. I don't want that narrative out there at all. You know, but the one thing about when you say that, though, that's 4 Hall of Famers out of 5 guys on the court: LeBron, Butler, Steph, and Draymond. I mean, but it's a little too late, and I've never been a LeBron James guy. Let me ask you this. Has he made every team he's played on better? Is he making the Lakers better right now? Can he make? I saw
a pregame video of Luka and LeBron walking out to the floor, and
not a word exchanged. Nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
They wanted no part of each other.
Right.
Like, that is a weird dynamic, a weird vibe between those two, man. I don't know
I don't know that LeBron's ever been in a situation on any team where it doesn't sour at the end. Like, this happens over and over, and I just don't want to be part of that. How about you? I can imagine your answer, but
no. And that's like, and it makes me feel sorry for his son. I really do. Like, I do
Ronnie?
actually. Yeah, I do. I mean, I know he's gotten every opportunity in the world, but with those opportunities comes all kinds of pressure and all kinds of media scrutiny, and it's just, God, I'd much rather be the I don't know, having nobody pay attention to me the way that happens in my life. But the question I wanted to lead to, Paulie, is, let's just say LeBron came to the Warriors, okay?
Right.
LeBron and Draymond are super tight buddies. Everything.
BFFs for life. Let's get tattoos with each other's names. Yeah.
Let's do dinner together. Hey, Draymond, I'll come to your restaurant. Steph, I'll come to your
wine. Let's hang out. Yeah.
Oh, God. But Draymond wears 23.
Yeah.
So does LeBron. Does Draymond give LeBron 23?
Oh, what, dude? That is that's bravo to Creative Tony's top 3. We love the top 3. Wow, that's if he. Oh boy, I don't even want to play around with this one. I mean, Draymond Green has every right to wear that number. He's got 4 rings on his hand. I mean, like, Don Peralta says no. Robot Centaur says no. But this is his BFF, though. They're saying it would never happen. I don't know. I think that's a really good question.
I unfortunately think Draymond would be like, LeBron, if you want it, you got it.
Why does he love him so much? What am I missing here? I still don't get. That's the guy that kept him from winning his 5th ring with the suspension. So again, I don't know. I don't even like thinking about that. And then what number would Draymond wear?
Maybe 6, LeBron's old number. You know, just
as a tribute, as a little tribute. Oh my God,
train tribute.
The entire board is like very passionately saying, "Look at that, Rising Wolf, hard no, Groschel, no effing way, Nutter, no." Everyone says no, but I kind of feel like, Tony, there could be, he could convince him. It wouldn't shock me. It really wouldn't. It would bump me out.
I mean, oh God, and then the whole, did you see the video of LeBron swatting Draymond? I'm like, that's not cool, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think that was cool at all. And they were like laughing and ha ha ha. I don't know. It was, don't think for a second that wasn't LeBron sending a message like, hey, I'm LeBron and you're Draymond, and my stature is that I can come over and swat you whenever I want to in your warm up, and we can laugh it off.
Oh, it's hilarious. No, it's so funny. I know.
But
Yeah.
it's still a stature thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm LeBron and you're below me.
Yeah, I'm the
You know what I
king.
mean?
Well, he puts the air crown on his head for celebrations. I mean, yeah, it's the way. Yeah, I'm with you, buddy.
Boom, boom. Okay. All right.
Okay,
All right. Moving on.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Number 3, Paulie, because, well, first of all, let me ask you this, Paulie. Number 3, I'm just going to say Bond or Bagel. You pick Bond or Bagel.
Bond is in like what, stocks and bonds, or what are we going to the bank? What are we talking about here?
Well, I guess, fine. James Bond or Bagel. Pick which avenue you want to go.
Well, this is a hell of a choice. Like, it depends. What if I'm hungry? I'll take bagel. If I want to watch a movie, I might go Bond. I don't know.
Okay, but for top 3, for number 3 of the top 3, do you want to
Only
pick
one or the other for the rest of my life?
No. For the question of top 3, the question will be about James Bond or about bagels. You pick.
Let's go James Bond.
Okay.
I want to let's talk James Bond. In fact, only since you mentioned it, they just put like this whole slew of James Bond flicks on Netflix. There's like a Bond collection available now, and I like the Daniel Craig Bonds a lot. Like, I really got into his movie. They're excellent. They really are.
See, this is why Paul and I are frequently on the same page.
Okay.
It's Daniel Craig's 58th birthday today. So first of all,
happy birthday, DC. Another great DC out there. Yeah, Daniel. I thought he was a great James Bond. Have you seen his James Bond films?
I actually have not, but my question.
Oh, you're in for a treat. I kind of envy you, because you're going to be really, when those doors open up to you, you're going to be like, where have I been all this time? Because I didn't jump onto, I got to be honest.
Yeah.
I kind of missed the boat with Daniel Craig too. But about 3, it was like right at the tail end of the pandemic, I started watching the Daniel Craig James Bond movies, and I really enjoy them. They're really, really good. Yeah.
I mean, I love the whole Bond series, right? But my question was going to be, in honor of Daniel Craig's 58th birthday,
Yeah.
who is your favorite Bond? And would it be Daniel Craig, or how would you rank your Bonds, basically?
Wow, you're getting, I really like this topic. Okay, how do I rank them? Well, for starters, I mean, I'm always going to have a soft spot for Roger Moore, because that was the James Bond I grew up with. Like, you got your Moonrakers, you know what I mean? I got to say,
you got A View to a Kill with Duran Duran's A View to a Kill. Come on.
Tony, one of Rags' favorite films of all time. I'm not embellishing this. The name of the film, Octopussy.
Yeah.
Octopussy.
Octopus is great.
Octopussy. Well, my favorite was A Spy Who Loved Me. When the car turned into the submarine and he's fighting Jaws, they're at the pyramids. Like, I love Spy Who Loved Me. Wow, great question. My favorite, but I think the Daniel Craig films, though, they're so modernized and they're so sleek and they're so well done. Like, you can't really, like, the movies have come so long. But then the generation behind us will say Sean Connery or death. Like, there's a Sean Connery base out there where nothing else is acceptable. But I do like the Daniel Craig ones quite a bit. I'm just saying, for your head.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I haven't seen the Craig ones yet, so it sounds like I need to get on the good foot and see Daniel Craig as Bond. I think Pierce Brosnan did a good job. I like Roger Moore. Like you said, I'm biased to Roger Moore.
That was our guy. Yeah,
that was our guy. But Sean Connery, man, the just like Goldfinger, dude. Like, my God, man, go back and just watch even a few scenes. Just smooth as butter, dude. So I think I'd have to choose Connery and then Moore, but it sounds like Daniel Craig might catapult Roger Moore, according to Paulie.
D and Carlos, Los D and P1 Chuck both said the exact same rankings. I think Connery 1, Craig 2, Roger Moore 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I got to get on the good foot with Daniel Craig. This is fantastic. I love Bond, so I love the whole Bond series. So I'll get on the good foot and do that. Paulie, a couple other birthdays too.
Yeah.
That Daniel Craig is sharing this day with.
Good. Hit me. What do you got?
Rest in peace. Heavenly birthday to Lou Reed. today.
Take a walk on the wild side. Lou Reed, White Light, White Heat. Lou Reed, yeah, man, yeah.
Larry Carlton, badass session guitarist. I mean, dude, he did the whole Royal Scam album for Steely Dan. Larry Carlton's all over it. And then
so they got to bring in outside players to make their stuff presentable, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's how it happens, right? Yeah, you got to bring it. You got to bring in freelance guys. Yeah,
If you did your homework on Fagan and Becker,
Fagan.
Yeah, Fagan and Becker, dude, and rest in peace, Becker.
The only Fagan I need is Kevin. That's it.
Wow,
that's the only Fagan I need. Kevin Fagan,
75 for the Niners, number 75.
Thank you.
But, I hate to correct you, Paulie, but Fagan for the Niners was Fagan. Donald Fagan is Fagen. So,
well, see, subtle differences. Yeah, each time. Yeah.
But I will say though that Fagan and Becker wrote music and then said, for this album or this song, we want to play with so and so. For this album, for this song, we want to play with so and so.
That's so cute. That's cute. Yeah.
It's an open door policy, Paulie. And some of the greatest smooth grooves you'll ever hear.
Maybe a little too smooth. That's what I'm saying. Maybe a little too smooth sometimes. Yeah.
Everybody do yourself a favor and just go put on Kid Charlemagne by Steely Dan with Larry
Patty. Sorry to interrupt you, Patty. You're correct. Rags and I, the two of us, worked on Kevin Fagan. We worked on what's his name? Don Fagan.
Yeah, Donald Fagan. Yeah,
we worked on his parents' lawn. That was the house where he was a kid. But even then, so how about this? The Fagans lived in the town where we lived in New Jersey. Rags and I. They shipped him off to like a private high school. He didn't even go to like the town high school. I think he went to Del Barton, Rags. I think Rags says he threw up on the Fagan lawn. Shout out Rags. Puking on the Fagan's lawn. Okay, there you go. Hot summer nights will do that to you.
That's awesome. Yeah. That is awesome. That's a claim to fame right there. Anyways, happy birthday to Larry Carlton. Happy birthday to Dennis Seaton. Paul, you probably don't know when you hear the name Dennis Seaton. You're probably like, who the hell is that? I had to look it up too. But Dennis Seaton is the lead singer for one of our favorite reggae kid bands, Musical Youth.
Oh, nice, dude. Give me your unconditional love and pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side, man, all day.
This generation rule the nation.
This generation rule the nation. Yeah.
Luke Combs' birthday today. Chris Martin of Coldplay's birthday today. Laird Hamilton, 62 today.
That's our boy. That's our boy, Laird. We did an in studio with Laird Hamilton years ago. Tony and I, we were both. You want to talk man crush, dude? Tony and I were like sitting there, like, tell me more, Laird. Tell me more. It was like, you know what I mean,
dude? He comes in and he's chiseled, right? And he's all tan,
making us feel like S too. Yeah,
like, you know, he's like blonde hair and whatever, and he's coming in talking about his health food products. By the way, I use his coconut creamer in my coffee. It's fantastic. By the way,
he's a badass dude. Laird Hamilton is I love those world-class surfer guys. I'm a big fan of those dudes. Kelly Slater, same way. Those guys sit down in front of you. You're like, damn, that's what a male is right there. That's what a man is, you know.
Just to know what went down on Paulie's podcast with Laird Hamilton as our in-studio guest, I remember I asked Laird, hey, you're married to Gabby Reese. Gabby Reese, a very famous volleyball player, beautiful woman, and great volleyball player. And I said, how do you guys make it work? You know, you've been married for so long, and you both stay in great shape. You both seem very happy. And he said, Paulie, I don't know if you remember this.
I do.
He said Gabby Reese has one formula for keeping Laird happy, and it was, all she needs to do is feed him and bleep him.
Correct.
And
that's
and that's from Laird Hamilton. Laird Hamilton told us that. Well, she says, all I need to know is I need to feed you and bleep you. So there you go.
The key to happiness. Correct.
So it's not rocket science, right? So and then Paulie, finally, as we wrap the show up today. 64 years young. Your guy, Patty from Napa's guy, John Bon Jovi's 64th birthday today. So
is he wearing his Patriots shirt? Is he gonna root for the Pats today on his 64th? But let's not forget, he introduced the New England Patriots, a Jersey boy. I'm still scratching my head on that. Was he wearing his Tom Brady jersey to celebrate his birthday? Anyway, happy birthday! I got to break his balls, Patty. You know that's what I do. It's part of my job. But happy birthday, John Bon Jovi, 64 years old and still doing it.
Oh, you know what? Patty is right. She did send it. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can show this on. Where is it? Gosh darn it. Hang on. Let me find it. Paulie, if you can vamp for a second, hang on. Let me find this
Well,
picture.
I'll tell you what, while you're hunting down the appropriate imagery, we are going to.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Okay.
Found it. Sorry. Look at that. Look at
Yeah.
that. Patty and John Bond.
Well, Tony, in that picture, he's a Philly 76er fan.
Well, he's a man of many teams,
I
Paulie.
suppose he really is. He's a man of many teams. By the way, I'm going to say this for the record right now. Patty is the more attractive of the two human beings in that picture.
Yes.
Jovi just looks, he just waxed his eyebrows off or something. What is that?
He kind of looks like he could be Patty's sister.
Dude, I swear to God, I think did Bon Jovi rip his eyebrows out for this picture? Take a look at that.
No, they're just very light. They're very light.
A little too. Yeah.
What a hand! I mean, he's a handsome dude. And he's aged well. He's let the gray go. I got to respect. He didn't try and do a dye job. He let the gray go.
He's a good guy. He's fine. He does a lot of guys. In fact, I just love breaking his balls. I have to. And I've heard that he's actually done a lot of really good things for the homeless in New Jersey. Like he's been very involved with. Yeah. So he does.
Okay, if you had to choose, Billy Joel or John Bond.
Oh, Jovi in a heartbeat. I'm going Jovi on that one. Yeah, that one's easy. Sure.
And we have an update from the Robot Centaur Spring Cactus League Sports Desk. SF3, the Chicago White Sox 3 from spring training. Tie ball game right now, 3-3. Giants, White Sox. Thank you, Robot Centaur, for the update. Still, the Giants pitching still giving up few runs. I mean, now the bats are about to explode, I bet, because the way the Giants have been scoring runs down in spring training, it's been it's been a sight to behold, those box scores, man. But
hey, we're gonna go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, fourth inning. That's what I was going to look up. I was going to look up fourth inning. It's the fourth inning.
Okay, Tony. So let's go into Longbridge. Let's talk about Longbridge Pizza, our great sponsor. Now they are closed on Mondays, you guys. I'd bring John Bon Jovi to Longbridge Pizza. Being a Jersey guy, he would appreciate a good slice. He would appreciate the sourdough crust. He's never had Neil's Creations. I would be willing to bet he's never had Longbridge. So get the word out, Patty. Next time he comes to town, we got to send him down to Longbridge Pizza so he can enjoy some of San Francisco's finest. Neil Donardi is the man at the wheel. There was Cowboy Neil at the wheel, and there was Cowboy Neil Donardi at the wheel. The Bustin' Never Everland. That's where they make the laid back pizza. That's where they have laid back vibes. I mean, laid back vibes and serious pizza. That's what the Vibe Tribe is all about. The atmosphere inside is amazing. If you guys want to go sit down and you haven't been to Longbridge yet, for a lot of you, I know you have been to Longbridge. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's such a family affair down there. Neil is always kind of grazing. He's always kind of walking around, checking on people. What can I get you? Like he's attentive without being intrusive. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not going to like overwhelm the energy in the room, but he's always lurking around, making sure everybody has exactly as they need. The varieties of pizzas. Listen, we've talked about it a million times. Try the Polymac Particle Pizza. They do have one. Try the Nico or the Sophia. Pizza's named after his children. Tony loves the square pizza, the Detroit style. Then, of course, there are the specialty sandwiches that are available on Wednesdays. Like that's Chicken Parm Day. I can't tell you how many of those I've had since I've met Neil and I started going to Longbridge. Pretty much get one every Wednesday that I go there. And then for those of you with like dietary, restrictions, they do have gluten-free options. They have vegetarian options on all their stuff. And again, Tony is a great example of a very busy kind of working class youth sports dad here in the Bay Area with the two kids. Longbridge Pizza is a great place to host a private party in the back room because you're kind of like, you're part of the restaurant, but you're removed enough. They have doors that they can close, like glass doors you can see in there. But it would be great for like little league teams or CYO basketball, stuff like that. So consider that. If you have a group of 15 to 20, I think they can seat up to 25. I think that's the max. But it is a great place. They have all the flat screen TVs all over the place. The soundtrack, the frame picture of Rags on the shelf. It's all waiting for you at Longbridge Pizza. Tony, that's 2347 3rd Street in the Dog Patch. Neil Donardi and company. We love you, brother, and thanks for being such a great partner to us.
Yeah, Paulie, a few things. First of all, I want to give you some. This isn't pizza porn, but this is LBP porn. And I'm just going to show you what's going on because we cannot forget about the almighty meatball.
Yeah, we don't talk about those enough. That's we don't. Yeah, go ahead, take it.
So they make the red sauce in-house right there. They get the tomatoes locally and they make the red sauce in-house. And you can order just a big ass bowl of meatballs if you want, or you can order a meatball pie. You can order a meatball sandwich in a square or the regular thin sourdough crust. You can do either or just a big bowl of meatballs, or you can get a side of meatballs with your order as well. So I just wanted to put a highlight on the meatballs because we talk about their pizza a lot. We talk about their beers a lot, and we talk about their Caesar salad. My son ranks it at 9.3. It's not a 10. Iron Gate's the 10. So they're right under the Iron Gate is 9.3 Caesar salad. But their house salad too is fantastic as well, Paulie. And also I want to remind people, Chase Center, the Dubs are out of town for a little while till next Tuesday.
Yep.
But Cardi B was at Chase Center last Friday. Tomorrow night is a band called Peso Pluma. I don't know who Peso Pluma is, but they're playing at Chase. If you're happy to be going to Peso Pluma, but also Brandy Carlisle is Friday at Chase Center. So if you're going to either of those shows, go to Longbridge
I'd
first.
like to see Brandy Carlisle.
Yeah.
I think she's cool. I like Brandy Carlisle. I would be curious to see what she's like live. But you're right. But Tony's right, though. It's like the perfect kind of 1-2 punch. If you're taking in any event at Chase Center, a Warriors game or a concert, like Tony said, the Springsteen show in April will be, that's got LBP written all over it. And if we do get a formalized hang together, we're going to definitely announce that on the air. The meatballs look amazing, Tony. Great call. Great call.
Also, Paulie, Corinne Sartorio, one of our favorites, the one who travels. She's the one who travels with Manhattans and Tupperware.
Yes.
He says LBP closed today. Thank you for the super, Corinne. LBP closed today, but she's eating leftover Nico pizza.
Of course she is. Now, Corinne's a woman of phenomenal taste, exceptional taste. Now, Tony, is there a reason? Could theoretically, I don't drink the Manhattans like you do. That's your area of expertise. Could you come with a thermos of martinis, or does it have to be in Tupperware? I'm just asking.
No, you could do a thermos, but you better tread lightly. If you better be pouring other people Manhattans if you're going thermos, because you can't consume an entire thermos. If you consume an entire thermos, you're going to be rolling around the floor like LeBron does after getting a phantom foul.
Well said.
Right. So I also want to mention two things. I bet you Corinne Sartorio eating her leftover Nico pie. I guarantee you she didn't microwave that pizza to warm it up. She either ate it cold. No. She either enjoyed it cold or she put it in the oven and reheated it in the oven. Okay.
She might have, although I doubt Corinne would do this because she's a lot more civilized than I am. But sometimes, Tony, when you have a serious appetite going and you don't have a lot of time to play around, sometimes you got to stack the slices up.
Fine.
1 slice, 2 slice, as immortalized in the beginning of Saturday Night Fever, when John Travolta goes up to the takeout stand, he goes, give me 2 slices. Yeah. The lady puts the slices on him. He stacks them up and just starts walking. And I think he's holding the can of paint in the other hand. 2 slices at a time and a can of paint in his free hand. Shout out John Travolta and Saturday Night Fever. One of my favorite pizza consuming scenes of all time. We call it stack. Yeah.
That's a great call. And by the way, I got to give you all the credit in the world because I fold my pizza now because of you. Because
you have to. I mean, listen, let's be reasonable. This is how you eat pizza. You fold it up, dude. I mean, that's how you do it.
I didn't always.
What are you gonna do? You let the slice just flop down? You got.
No, I would cradle it.
No, you don't. You don't want to. You don't
cradle. Two-hand cradle and just eat. But you were like, "What are you doing, dude?"
Yeah, if you do that at John's Pizza, they'll like eject you. If you start cradling their slices, they'll be like, "You're gonna have to leave, sir."
Or they might just walk over and smack it out of my hands.
They might just come by and take the food away from you. They might say, you know what? You're not qualified. You're not qualified.
Excuse me, sir. That'll be enough.
Yeah, we've seen too much. You got to go. We need somebody in here who knows how to fold. All right, Tony.
Hey, Paulie, hold on. We got a Sweet Mad Hatter Sweet Mad Hatter. What is up? How you doing, dude? William, how you doing in Central Oregon? Checking out the show. He says best days ever playing GoldenEye on the N84, living in a pseudo frat house. Nice, dude. N84, that's Nintendo, right? He's talking about Nintendo.
I would assume so. Yeah.
That's wow. Great freaking call, Mad Hatter. And hope you're doing well with the leg bong up in Central Oregon, man. Keep the pictures coming too to Paulie'spod at Gmail. Sweet Mad Hatter always emailing in some cool stuff. We can show some on the Night Flight P.
Yeah, no question. Thank you. And we will do our traditional night flight this Wednesday. We're back again tomorrow at high noon. Working on guests for the week. I don't want to announce anything yet until it's confirmed, but I'm working on somebody I think would be really, really cool. Tony, let's do the final super of the day. It's coming from Stevie Groschel.
Stevie Grosch. Yeah, he says, can we get a still shot of
Yeah. Well,
it's just kind of like pretend this is the pizza. You just cradle it. You know?
When he does that, I gotta look away. Yeah. Right? I can't. I gotta look away. It's like a car crash. You can't look too long.
I didn't feel comfortable manipulating the pie until Paulie called me out and really kind of talked crap to me. It's like you were angry. You were offended and angry when you saw me do it.
I'm offended now. Just hearing you talk about cradling, it upsets me spiritually. So yes, Tony, I'm glad you've learned the way. Thank you, Stevie Groschel. Thank you, Scarlet Fire, Dub City, Stevie B, Joe Schmo, Patty from Napa, Sweet Mad Hatter, Robot Centaur. On and on it goes. Rags, John Joseph, you guys know who you are. Noemi and Ray Goodman. We love you guys. We will be back tomorrow at high noon. And really, Tony, there's really nothing else to add today. So enjoy your Monday. Hey, Dubs and the Clippers tonight, 7 o'clock. I'm looking for a W if possible. I just don't want them falling to 500 or under. Please stay above 500. Please. Steph Curry again.
They're 31-29 right now, Paulie. So
I know.
Stay above 500. That's a nice goal. If they get the play in, Paulie, I mean, I don't know, just get in, right? Who knows? Get in.
Right. That's right.
Like you said, it's 5 games at least for Steph.
Yeah, at least 5 more. Yeah.
I mean, tomorrow maybe we need to talk about do you shut it down, Steph?
Punt that to tomorrow. That's actually a reasonable talking point. So we will, whether or not they should start thinking about shutting Steph down for the rest of the year. Hold that thought. We'll pick it up there tomorrow. Have a nice day, Lily Merchant. Good to see you and the rest of y'all as well. Thanks for supporting the show. Tony, you're in charge. You take us home, kid.
First of all, Paul, you said hold that thought, which made me think of hold it now, hold it now, hold it now, hit it.
Or Toto, hold the line. Either one.
Oh. Yeah. Or Thompson twins, hold me now.
Okay, it's getting better and better, but let's leave it there because I don't know if I can top the double T, the Thompson twins. I can't.
Oh, I love Thompson twins. Doctor. All right. Well,
can't you see I'm burning? Yeah.
Business hours are over, baby. Now, inside.
Oh.
All right, guys. Thank you. Fun time hanging out today. The show flew by today. I can't believe we've already been on for an hour and 20 minutes. It literally flew by today. But that's a good sign when you're having a good time. You guys enjoy your Monday. Go Dubs. And last thing I'll say is a quote from John Joseph. I didn't expect it, but here it is. Quote, I've got stacks of Thompson twins records. Who wants to buy some? I'll leave it there. You guys know how to get in touch with JJ. If you need those Thompson twins records, he's your guy.
JJ, if you have Here's the Future Days, I'll take it off your hands, buddy. Here's the Future Days, Thompson twins, Paulie.
Or you know what you do? Maybe, John, just bring your Thompson twins records to the opening night party and just sell them at a table. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just sit there and sell them for discounted prices. All right.
You bring a crate of Thompson twins, okay? Bring a crate of Thompson twins.
All right, my brother. Great seeing you. Thanks for supporting the show, you guys. We will return tomorrow at high noon. Go Dubs, go Giants, and cheers, y'all.
Peace, y'all.